Hello, this is Tree Flower Tarot. My name is Julia, and I'm here to answer hashtag formative decks by Patrick at the Living Wheel and Kasia at Tarot Map. I thank them both for giving us this hashtag. I think it's brilliant. So I'm going to start with my very first deck, or what was my very first deck. And this is the Tarot of Love by Jane Lyle. And I got the version I had was one I got from my sister. And they were huge cards, like really the size of the book. And it was a majors only. I lost it through the ages, but I found this version a few years ago and I was so happy because these images had me completely transfixed as a teen. They called, and when you say they called, they enticed my curiosity so much, and it got me on a rabbit hole that I have yet to see the end of symbolism and magic and mystery. It was a really cool deck. It's very, very pretty. Collage type. And the cardstock, well, my version is Brazilian, but I think the American version has a better cardstock, and they have pit miners. So going on with the theme of symbols and mysteries, the second deck that was formative for me was El Gran Tarot Esotérico, and I found this deck in a little shop in the middle of nowhere. And this is, I have this card here because this card really, I identified with it so much at the time. It's the Consultant, and it made me want to focus on it, and there is so much symbolism, and I had no idea what these meant at the time, but it was so mysterious and it had so many puzzles, and it got me, again, it grew my passion for learning about magical traditions and esoterics and what we call the search for truth and all of these great things, and it's really cool deck. Plus, what I did not know at the time, it features Picard miners, and Picard miners, the cups are air and the swords are water, and they are positioned in a very particular way, and which is so numerologically based, and it's really wonderful for it. I think it's a really cool deck. And Kelly from the Truth in Story has a great video on it about Picard miners. It's really cool. It's where I finally found out what these miners meant years and years later. But going along the track of esoteric decks and symbolisms and mystery, the Thoth. The Thoth, it gave me a whole other level of what it meant, these symbols and these stories and formulas and teachings. It got a very real feeling because it's not taking you down, but it makes you see darker and forces from parts of you might not always go shadow. But it showed me that magic had this physicality, and it had such a spirit of going out into the world and actually discovering, and that saying of Crowley, like exceed, you know, I don't know if that's the word in English, but exceda. go to the ends and don't lose yourself doing it. And the danger, the reality of what these systems meant. So it was, again, changed the way I saw all of these things, and gave me new perspectives in my life of what life can be. And after all of these esoteric and really serious and deep things, I have the Nature's Whispers. Not that the Nature's Whispers is not deep, but this card taught me that it's okay to be pretty. It's okay to want to see beauty and something that calls your attention, not because of what is hidden, but it's just the detail, and it draws you in because your eye is fixed on it. It's so beautiful. And it brought a lightness to my days. It's like a little flutter, a butterfly coming into your room. So I usually use it one card at a time, and I put it up on the bookshelf, and it looks amazing against the bookshelf. It's like a little piece of art. It's so pretty. So those are the 4 decks I would say were very formative and were great masters. So thank you so much for joining me. See you later. Bye-bye.